lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my mind. Keep it a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, go timeouts. Change up quick, they signed up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, dying on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been Frank in the friend zone. Got. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm glad she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to...
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
70. 18 Cardinal.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Lions have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. First and 10, Young. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
One thing we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early and very early on here? We're seeing a defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3 and out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it incomplete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hooker on 1st down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, that is incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the 1st down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And Some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hooker's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll get this to the 32. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
2nd down, back to Sanders. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Corral now to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though. Yeah,
he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hooker throwing again on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Patterson's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. A toss out right to Gibbs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking to throw, Hooker. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And in for the Lions touchdown. Ross St. Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On second down, Hooker. This to Laporta, right side. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Corral's throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First down, here's Corral with it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing,
the throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Now Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Corral looking to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Corral. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Corral. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Another run here with Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Switching it up, Corral will throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Ball sits on the 12, 3rd and goal. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 8 yards out. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Here's Hooker to throw it. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Hand off down to Gibbs. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
And that's That's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of
Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. On the play fake, Corral. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Thomas brings it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now.
Touchdown, Panthers! Jackson Smith and Jigba with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory. Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway. Meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A give, right side for Gibbs.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now it's Gibbs.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, Corral. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. On 1st down, it's Corral.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To the air again with Corral. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Corral. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again, it's Corral. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Falling in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John got it. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. With big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of priors, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, done had a long day. Body like wow, like, wait. You know I'm an Eastside, big TD, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you give, rep, bet, that. Real never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill, bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TD, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you give, rap, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a
Here we go, here we go. Ready. Get it. Let go. Down. Hut. Let's go. Get up. Ready, ready, go. Hey. Hut, hut. Shot, ready. Ready, ready. Let's go now. Ready. Got it. Ready. Ready. Come on, come on. Set. Let go. Hold it ready. Hup. Ready.